Hello you lovely people, this is me the Bombay chef Varun Inamdar and welcome to Get Curried. Ganesh Chaturthi is here and which means the season of modaks is literally here. Today let's make something unique and special. Well, this is the year of millets, 2023. Let's make millet modaks. And because the recipe is so unique and special, let me also, through the course of the recipe, introduce you to something which is equally unique and special. An international range of kitchenware from Thin Kitchen. Let's begin with the recipe, Millet Modak. You know the best part about these millet laddus? Of course, the fact that it has a lot of goodness of millets, but it also has nuts like almonds, cashews. You can go all out and add in hazelnuts and walnuts and all those good things. It's also sugar-free. I'm using dates in this recipe. I'm also using linseeds and sesame seeds and like I said, a lot of good things. For now, let's begin with chopping the nuts, for which I have my Joseph folding cutting board. And also with this, I have a Joseph set of 5 knives. Quite a variety here, but I'm going to use this one. Let's take in some raw almonds and chop these roughly. You know the best part about this knife? It has an innovative weighted handle, because of which it ensures that the blade is always raised off the work surface. You know, I'm also chopping the almonds and the cashews at this stage because I want them to be nicely roasted. Eventually, of course, we're going to run all of this into a powder, but for now, let's chop this roughly. Let's move on to cashew nuts. And again, like I said, let's chop these roughly. Well, nuts and seeds are extremely nutritious. This recipe uses a combination of not just nuts but also a lot of seeds, which of course I will introduce you through the course of the recipe. They're not just a good source of protein but also add in a wonderful fat, in this case healthy fat, which is like a prerequisite for our bodies. Well, as you notice, the surface of the cutting board is knife friendly, and this is not just good for nuts but any kind of food preparations. Remember that. Nuts are cut and ready. Let's move on to the next and the most critical step, and that is frying all of this. Now for this, I'm going to use a Zyliss Frying Pan. I actually get asked a lot about frying pans, what to use, what not to use. This, in my personal humble opinion, is the most perfect. This is a Zyliss Frying Pan. The specialty of this pan is that it has a 3-layer PFOA. This non-stick pan is reinforced with the ultimate ceramic coating, leading to great kitchen performances. That's about the pan. Let's turn the flame on and transfer these chopped nuts to the pan. Let's move on to some seeds, beginning with linseeds, white poppy seeds, and lastly, white sesame seeds. Let's pan fry these nuts till they're wonderfully fragrant, ensuring that they do not burn. Not more than 2 to 3 minutes. Medium flame is just about perfect. Once these nuts are beautifully roasted, the next step is to ensure and allow these to come down to room temperature. That way, the grinding becomes better and safer. The next step is to add in ghee, dates, and cardamom for flavor and grind this. Let's cover this and grind it up. Our nut, seed, ghee and date mixture is done and ready. Let's transfer this in a bowl. Let's now move on to our hero ingredient, and that is the millet flour. Well, in this case, I'm going to use ragi flour or nachni flour. By all means, you can use assorted millets. You can bring in your 5 grains, 6 grains, create your own little assortment and pan fry this. Now I'm again using my Zyliss frying pan and toast this till it turns malty. The flour is toasted and ready. With this, off goes the flame. Let's add in the hot flour to our nut and seed mixture. Let's mix this well. To add in an element of flavor and color, let's also add in pistachio, finely chopped, and mix this. Once you see that all of this has come together beautifully well, we start putting this into molds. And in this case, the modak shaped mold. Let's make some more. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, Millet's Modak done and ready. Make this for family, make this for friends. Ensure you serve this to all your near and dear ones. May Ganpati Bappa shower you with lots of happiness and prosperity. Also, I highly recommend you visit thinkitchen.in to immerse yourself in a world-class kitchen experience. The link you may ask, check the description box below. Bye for now.